This is a flash mob that we did in Toronto last spring. Thank you for those clips. But yeah, that group again was the concert choir. And like I was saying earlier, travel is an important part of being in choir. So that last clip was from the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto, Canada. We took our first international choir trip last spring. And we had a very, very busy week. We're really grateful for Mr. McCullough and Ms. being supportive of the arts because choir can be a very, very busy experience. But we, I think the week started off with us going to competition here in town on a Wednesday, and that next day, Thursday, we were at the airport taking off for Toronto, where we did a performance tour. But that clip, we had just finished a concert at the Royal Ontario Museum, and the kids were just kind of hanging around in the lobby, and they got together and started singing. And before we knew it, another group of people had gathered around us, and there were people in the balcony also just listening to the choir sing. So choir is a very exciting, very family-oriented group. The students really, really get to know each other because, like I said, a lot of them have been singing together, some from 8th grade, from middle school up until the time they're seniors. And we work hard. A lot is expected. Like I said, there's travel that we do, local and state, and sometimes, as you see, out of the country travel that's involved. So the students really get to know each other because they're living together, eating together, problem solving together, developing all kind of skills with each other, social skills. So like I said, it's very educational, but it's also like a family. So the students spend lots of time together. In the fall, we do All West Honor Choir competitions, and we have our Christmas concert. In the spring, we do solo and ensemble contests. We do the choir festival that I was telling you about earlier, and we always do a spring tour. And we also do our spring concert. Because of COVID this past spring, we weren't able to do our spring concert. But the year before the last spring, we took a trip down to New Orleans and participated in a contest. And we came back with the gold award, which is the highest award that you could get for that festival. So like I said, choir works really, really hard. We're proud of what we do, but it's not easy. You know, don't come into the choir class just thinking that you're gonna kind of glaze through or get through on just your talent, because we have a lot of skills that we focus on and that we do learn. So we also had a chance last year to work with our theater department, and they presented the Little Shop of Horrors. So we had a number of choir students involved in that with singing roles. And it was just a whole lot of work, but also a whole lot of fun. So a hardworking, family-oriented organization that kind of reflects who Central is anyway. That's the choir program here. And if you're a singer, we would love to have you. And Ms. Blackman and Ms. Nelms, the counselors here, have my contact information. We could do an audition by Microsoft Teams if we need to. But I just want you to know that the doors are open. If you want to sing, if you want to come be a part of the choir, look me up and find me, because I'll be looking for you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Okay, so next up, we are going to talk a little bit about our AP Human Geography class that is a class specifically for ninth graders. And so with our AP classes, of course, that stands for advanced placement. And these classes are college level courses that our students are able to take while they're in high school. And of course, we want to make sure that our students are well prepared for college. And enrolling into AP is one of those ways that we make sure that our students can do that. And it is the first course that a student can take in high school. There is an application process for our AP classes. For our incoming ninth graders, the application process usually goes through your eighth grade counselor. What I normally do is when we come into the school to choose our classes for your ninth grade year, I will give you all the application, let you know what the criteria is in order for you to take that course. And then you will submit to our human geography teacher, who is Miss Johnson, and she couldn't be here because she is having practice tonight with her girls, her volleyball team. But you have to submit a writing sample, as well as we look at your grades and your attendance and your conduct. And the reason that we look at your attendance and conduct, I'm sure that people are asking the reason, why do we do that? But with AP, because they are so rigorous and because you cover a lot of material quickly in the class, we have to make sure that you're going to be a student who attends class and school regularly, as well as we don't want disruptions during that time. And so we do look at all of those things. We particularly look at grades from English and history. And the reason for that is because at the end of the school year, after you have taken your AP course, you do take an exam. It is a normal AP courses the test takes about 3 hours or so. For AP Human, because it is an introductory class, that test is only about 2 hours, right at 2 hours, and you have multiple choice. So there's usually about 50 to 60 questions that are multiple choice, and then the students have to choose an essay that they write on. And so that is what our AP Human Geography class is. Now it does, because it is geography, it does take the place of your history class for your ninth grade year. So it's not like you'll just be taking any class and it won't count. This will actually take the place of the credit that you need for your history course. And then you'll be ready to move into our next course, which is 10th grade AP World History. So that is the information on AP Human Geography. Next up, we are going to talk a little bit about our extracurricular activities. And some of those include volleyball. The ones that we'll talk about tonight are volleyball, tennis, and yearbook. And I'm going to go over what Ms. Johnson gave us. Now, I am not an expert in volleyball, so I'll just go over that. But I have a video to play first, just so that you can see our team. And so again, our volleyball coach is Ms. Zimmery Johnson. And so I do have her information at the end of the PowerPoint. That way you'll be able to contact her if you have any questions about joining the team. They do have tryouts in the spring, and so we will get you, if you need contact information in order for you all to try out for the team, we can get that to you, as well as our email address and that type of thing. They do a lot of practicing over the summer. And we do have Miss Beretta on, who is a teacher, but also a past parent, because her daughter actually played volleyball. So Miss Beretta, do you want to just chime in about some of the accolades that the students, that the volleyball team has had in the past?
Hi, everyone. My name is Miss Beretta. I'm a teacher here at Central. However, my daughter also graduated from Central. I usually tell people that's kind of the highest compliment that you can give a school. And so she was a member of the volleyball team. She actually played varsity ball the entire time she was there. She started as a freshman. Our volleyball team is highly competitive. So if you are trying out for volleyball, there is a JV team and a varsity squad. I just want you to know that as an incoming freshman. So they will have tryouts usually the last week in April, first week in May. It all depends on when TSSAA releases them to actually begin tryouts and workouts over the summer. Be prepared for summer practices, but be prepared for a really awesome experience. My kid loved it, and I am sure that yours will too.
All right, thank you, Ms. Beretta. All right, and next up, we will hear from Ms. Cochran, who is our boys and girls tennis coach. Ms. Cochran.
So a lot of people don't realize that there are a lot of college scholarships for tennis. And so this is an opportunity to find something active to do and add it to your college resume, because actually 60% of all tennis scholarships go unused. And it doesn't matter if you haven't played the game yet, but we use the resources of the Memphis Tennis Center and we teach you the game, and our matches start mid-April, I'm sorry, mid-May, March to May, sorry. And we just encourage you to try something new and just add it to your resume. And we have a lot of fun.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cochran. Next up, we will have Ms. Beretta come back, who is our yearbook sponsor, and she will be talking about Yearbook.
Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa Beretta. I am the yearbook sponsor at Central High School. This is my 23rd year at Central, and I will be honest, yearbook is something that I've been doing for 2 decades now. We actually have the longest running high school yearbook in the city of Memphis. For those of you who don't know, Central is the oldest high school in Memphis, and we have been publishing a yearbook every year since 1924. We can prove that one, with the exception of World Wars. So that is the only thing that we haven't done. We have won yearbook awards from our publishing company, Balfour, for 17 out of the last 20 years. Freshmen are eligible to take yearbook. You actually will sign up for journalism, and you will take journalism 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whatever year you start in journalism 1. So if you come in as a freshman, you can have 4 years of journalism. Come in as a sophomore, you get 3 years. Please remember that as a high school student, you are required to have an elective focus. So any of my yearbook students who are with me for 3 years or more will meet their high school elective focus by taking journalism. And honestly, our yearbook staff is responsible for all aspects of producing a yearbook. Everything you see in that book is student done. There is nothing where a teacher comes in and says, nah, I don't think so, I'm gonna do this page. That is absolutely not gonna happen. So our 188, 212 page yearbook is completely student done. We will train you from the beginning, okay? Photography, interviewing other athletes for sports interviews, how we do advertisement sales, desktop design, publishing. And I will be honest with you, it is an amazing skill. I have several former students who, thanks to what they learned in yearbook, even if they don't go on to be, no one grows up and says, I'm going to be a yearbook publisher. However, the skills you learn in yearbook are transferable. I have former students who've come back, they paid for college, being a yearbook editor at a college level. Students who have gone on to do sports broadcasting. I have a former student who works for FedEx right now, and they fly him around the world to shoot all of their videos for advertisements. So it is one of those transferable skills, okay, that the world needs. It is very rare that you get a student who just comes out of high school understanding desktop publishing. Gonna be honest, it's been very challenging this year. The pictures that you're seeing up on the screen from homecoming or from any of our other events, those are obviously not happening right now in the pandemic world, but we are still publishing a yearbook. And we will have that process all this year as well. So if you are interested in joining the yearbook staff, which obviously I'm a huge fan of, if you are interested in joining the yearbook staff, our applications come out in the spring, usually the last week of March, first week of April, sometime right after spring break when our book goes to print, okay, for that year. So you can pick those up. My email address is on the screen, berettamh@scsk12.org, or if you reach out to Ms. Nelms, she can also get you a yearbook application. Freshmen coming in who are interested in yearbook need to come with teacher recommendations. That'll be in the application, as well as recommendations from your English teacher, just letting me know that you do know where commas go and that sort of thing. Okay, so if you have any other questions, reach out to me, reach out to Ms. Nels, and we hope to see you walking the sidelines at a game holding a camera.
Sorry, you all, we're having some technical difficulties today. Ms. Nams, you're still muted.
Hi, my name is Brianna Moore, and I am a graduate from the class of 2012. Central High School is such a special place for me because of the many cherished memories that I have, the friendships that I was able to walk away with, and the ample amount of opportunities that I can look back on and say, wow, that's a place where a passion was revealed to me, or I was able to express a passion that was in me. I'm so grateful for the many different teachers that poured into me, whether it was Mr. Smith, Miss Ann Sitter, or it was Miss Working, or Mrs. Keys. I have so many teachers, even Miss Carlisle, some like afternoons at the snack bar, she would be saying a whole word that I needed to hear. But I am just so grateful for Central. I will always bleed green and gold. Shout out to the Warriors and Sea House. Like, what a time. What a time.
So as you can see, Brianna was totally right. Our teachers are really involved in our students' lives by building that family relationship. So we thank Brianna, we thank all of our teachers that are here tonight. And so now I'm sure you're wondering, well, how can I be a part of this awesome family? Here are the requirements for Central High School. You do have to score in the 70th percentile of a nationally normed test. An example of what a nationally normed test would be, it would be your Fast Bridge A reading or Fast Bridge A math, NWEA maps from the past, any of your TCAP scores. But again, it must be in the 70th percentile or greater. You also have to have a 3.0 academic, 3.0 grade point average for the semester in all of your core classes, nothing less than a C. You have to have no more than 15 absences or tardies total for the year. Those are the things that we require. Next slide, please. So as we all know, the application process has already started. If you have not made your selection, I hope that we are at the top of your list. You can go to the Shelby County website, which is www.scsk12.org. Click on school choice, If you are a current SES student, you will use your student number, which is also your lunch number. Once you fill out the application, you should receive an email confirmation stating that you have submitted. If, however, you are not an SES student, you will certainly use your social security number as your student number. Then after you complete your application, you will have 10 days to scan and email certain documents to the optional office. Those documents include your nationally normed achievement test scores, as well as a copy of your most recent report card that will indicate your grades and your conduct as well as your attendance. So you would scan those and you would email them to SESOP@sesk12.org, which is the optional office. So up next, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have any questions for us, we'll be happy to answer. I know that we have some students here. So Ms. Nams, I'm going to let you handle that part. Okay.
Sorry, you all, I'm having to work both. So we do have Alicia Epps with us tonight, who is one of our freshmen. And so I'm going to ask Alicia if she would share her favorite part of this year so far with us.
My favorite part of this year is like socializing with my teachers, because like it pretty much turns out my teachers are fun, like they have a nice personality, and like they always motivate us to do better, like even when we're feeling down or like we don't feel like doing work, and they can see that they like motivate us to do better. And then it's like there's certain ways they do, it's like it helps us keep going and then wants to do better so we can make them happy.
All right, thank you, Miss Alicia Epps. And Alicia, even in our pandemic, she has shown to be a true leader. And so we did do our class officers election. So of course, our sophomores, juniors, and seniors are able to pick their class officers before they leave for the year. And we normally don't have any class officers for our freshmen, but this year we did do an officer election. And so Alicia is our class president for our freshman class. So thank you, Alicia. We will have one more session of our Green Table Talks, and that is going to be this Thursday, and we will be talking about, we will have our band directors with us, we will have our ROTC instructors, as well as our track coach, and we will be talking about dual enrollment. So tonight you heard about AP classes, but we will talk about our dual enrollment classes, another way for your student to earn those college credits so that you don't have to pay as much later on. And so that will be our next and final table talk, Green Table Talks for the year.
Okay, so I did notice that we do have some students on. So if you have a question, again, I'm going to give you an opportunity right here. If anyone has a question for us, you can unmute. Okay, great. All right, then we so appreciate you all for stopping by and to hear the information about vocal music, yearbook, AP Human Geography, tennis, volleyball. So all of the information for the sponsors as well as the teachers are here. And again, like Ms. McCullough stated earlier, we have recorded this. We will be putting all 5 sessions on the website, so you can visit our website at any time to go back and get the information for all of the previous and the one that's coming up. But we would love for you to come back and attend the one that's coming up, okay? So again, thank you all. Thank you, teachers. This is our contact information, myself, Ms. Blackman and Ms. Nams. We would be more than happy to assist you in any way. If you have any questions about the application process, please do not hesitate to give us a call or to email us. Again, thank you, teachers. Thank you, Mr. McCullough. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. You all be safe, stay masked up, and we'll see you next year. Bye.